So this is going to be a quick house tour of a 6-bedroom all-ensuite HMO that I am around halfway through at the moment. So with this property we had to go through planning to change it from a C3 to C4. It has taken a little bit longer than expected, but very hopeful that when we complete it's going to be an amazing cash flowing property. And yeah, I'm just going to take you around quickly, show you what's happening here. So this used to be a living room. I'm also going to tell you a little bit more at the end about figures on the property, how I bought it and how I ended up buying it actually, because it's quite a unique story. So we are near enough all plastered. It's just in here needs a little bit of work. Coming into this room, there is another bedroom with an ensuite. So as you can imagine, when I first viewed this property, I didn't realise how big it actually was. And it was just all wasted spaces. Kitchen was right at the back. I'm now standing in the new kitchen. So it's, you know, a fairly good sized kitchen. Got to do certain things to get it up to standard for the HMO standard. This is going to be the communal area in this little spot here, right to the back of the property. I've also had to hack off all the outside because there was, well, all the render had blown, so it's all been skimmed, dashed even. You can see it there. So I've still got a bit of work to do outside here, because inside we have the soil pipes coming down from upstairs through to the downstairs toilets, and then they're coming out underneath the property. So there's a bit of work that we need to do out there to sort the drainage out. So as I'm coming back through, this property was bought cash. So it was sold for 120,000, but during the conveyancing, the chimney actually broke down. So that meant that there could be no mortgage buyers on this property. So that deal fell through. I had actually spoke with the landlord about a year and a half ago, because I had done a property next door to hers and I'd bought it and sold it. And she kind of knew this is what I do for a living. So she rang me and said, oh look, you know, we have to have cash buyers on our mum's old house. Would you be interested? So I came around, had a little look. It needed a lot of work here. So even though it was sold for 120,000, I thought that was a lot. So I actually ended up offering 85,000 and completion in 4 weeks. And she jumped at the opportunity of that, because they'd been waiting so long, it'd been on the market for so long. It was going through conveyancing, then they had a big problem, and they just wanted to sell it because it was sentimental to their family. But she'd had enough of coming back here. She had some not awesome memories, obviously, as a child, but then it was just going on, so she was happy just to get rid of it. So deals come, you know, it was off market just by recommendation, or maybe because I'm speaking to neighbours when I'm doing development, so that's maybe something you can pick up. And yeah, so this is another bedroom with an ensuite. This ensuite size is actually really good. So you can see in here, we've actually got a shower tray in here ready. We've got 4 bedrooms upstairs, 3 have got shower trays in them, ready for the rest to be done next week. Good sized bedroom, tidy sized bedroom again. And then this is the smallest room that we have, but again meets the regulations. We'll just rent out for a little bit less than the other rooms. And again, for those of you that we've got the code out here for the toilets and for the fan, extractor fan. For those of you that have followed me for a while, you probably know that I've got a Airbnb business. So this will be a HMO, but if I'm not having as much joy as what I thought, or the occupancy isn't as good as what I predicted, then second exit would be service accommodation. So it's great that I have that up my sleeve and can utilize that when needed. Coming through here, let me go back actually, because that right to the back of the property there, where them 2 bedrooms were, it used to just be one. This used to be a door for a bathroom, and then this wall wasn't here, down here. It was just all open and into the back bedroom. So put a stud partition up here and made it a bedroom. So when I first viewed the property, I was like, oh flipping heck, this is a real big property and it screams HMO to me. So that's how we ended up going through planning and getting planning. And yeah, now where we are. So we've miscoated all upstairs. Obviously all the door frames are in. Another bedroom. This is similar stamp to the one that's below. So as I mentioned earlier on, we've got soil pipes for the toilets. It's going to be the same setup in all the bathrooms. So you're going to have toilet there, and it's the same next door. Toilet there, basin here, and then shower tray in here. So that means that when we have the waste for the toilet, it's just going to go, toilet's going to be there, straight down into the one below, and then out into the drains. So that was a good way that we worked with the architect to get, or a better way to have all the bedrooms in sync and mirroring each other. So that's something that you can look at if you are looking to do HMOs. This is then the biggest bedroom that we have. Real good size in this one. Obviously we got loads of insulation here. Needs to go in the loft. And then another ensuite in here. So yeah, this property is taking some time, but it's probably because we've been having individual trades come in and do the work. So sometimes that takes a little bit longer, but you'll be able to save a little bit of money. So the figures on this, I actually bought this for 85,000. I've spent, well, all in, I'm going to be spending about 60 to 65,000 pound with all the bathrooms and the big kitchen and all that sort of malarkey. And end value, we're looking at around 210 to 215,000. So I won't get a commercial valuation on this property because, well, for one, I'm not a massive lover of commercial valuations. I'd rather be on a bricks and mortar, have better cash flow, and not be over leveraged. But we'll be able to pull all of my initial investment out and obviously pay back the interest to one of my investors. So this property was fully funded by an investor who has paid for purchase price, renovation costs, and all other legal fees. And now they will get a fixed return on their capital when their term is up in 12 months time. So this is something that I offer to a lot of investors if they're not really looking to get into development themselves, but they're looking to earn a better return than what they do in the bank. Then that's something that I have as a service. And I'm also now teaching people to do the similar thing. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, please make sure to click my link on my channel, and you'll be able to, well, hopefully we can have a conversation there and I can help you do that. But again, going on to this property, it's taking some time, but real enjoyable property. I'm looking forward to showing everyone this property when it's done. And yeah, hopefully in the next 6 to 8 weeks we'll be a lot further forward, and I will be then showing a nicer product when it's all done. So thanks for watching, guys. I shall see you all soon.